Hello, hi everyone. My name is Lee. Well, welcome to my, new channel. The new content that I'm going to be covering is basically trying and help everyone who is interested in being a ship doctor. So yes, guys, I've been getting a lot of DMs and messages, so I decided why not just do it then, and because at least then I don't have to answer everyone, and I can just send everyone to this video, and then you'll just have all the details that you need, and if there's anything extra, then you can still DM me. So how did I start? Okay. Oh, sorry, my glasses were reflecting the pothole. I'll just try and look down a bit. So I started this in 2021, December. So this is my third year doing this, and it has had its ups and downs, but I think we'll go through all of that in other videos. Today we'll do first things first. How do you start, basically? So I think the best route, because I've tried two different routes, and the only one that I was actually successful in was going it through an agency. So in South Africa, there's two main agencies that I'm aware of. I don't know if there's any other ones, but I think those two are the ones that a lot of people have gone through and are more reputable. So the first one is the one that I went through, which is Atlantic Medical Recruitment. You can get them on Facebook, you can Google them, and you can find them, and you can send your application there. And also some of my colleagues have also gone through, I think it's Cruise Line Medical Recruitment. I'm not affiliated with the agencies. I'm just trying to help people who are interested in coming in the line of work that I'm doing right now. So first things first, get an agent and start applying from there, because at least they can guide you on all the requirements and they can assist you much more quicker. Because when I didn't do it with an agent, I was applying directly to the companies, and there's also room for like scammers. I almost got scammed, thank God. I have a GCS of 15, so I was able to not get scammed. But I would say that it's quite easy to get scammed, because these people are very smart in how they actually would send your emails. They'll have like emails that have the same name as the company, but and basically send you an email with the name of the person who is actually known to be working for the company, but actually you will then somehow find them with the most stupidest spellings and mistakes, and they will have the wrong address for the company. So those kind of things. So, and obviously the company never asks you to pay for anything when you are in the application process. So yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna try and move from this area. This is my cabin, and I'm trying to find the best position to make this video with better lighting, but I think the porthole is not, as you guys can see. So I'm gonna try and move. I think this is the best lighting I can get at this point, because I'm trying to get natural light, but if I switch on the light in my cabin, then it gets like not so great, and I just discovered that my lamp is not working, so I need to now report that. Well, at least now I know. But okay, let's continue to what this video is about. So yes, agencies, like I said, because there's quite a lot of people who are trying to scam people, because they know a lot of people are trying to work the cruise ships. So just be aware of that. So at least when you're working through an agent, you know that a lot of people have gone through it, and you have a lot of word of mouth and a lot of people who have successfully gone through the process. So those two. And then what are they looking for? So the company basically is looking for doctors, nurses, paramedics, and healthcare assistants. So healthcare assistants are basically, most of them are actually nurses, but that do not have like emergency medicine experience. So like all the nurses that probably have done like primary health care, they've been working in the labs, but they qualified nurses. So basically it's people who have like a bit of background on like, you know, clinical medicine, but are not necessarily in part to qualify for like you know, like nurses on board. So yeah, so those are the different professions that people can apply for. And today I'm gonna make a video for the doctors, and then I'll ask around the nurses from SA that I'm working with, and then I'll then make a video for the nurses who are interested, because I've also had nurses ask me how they can get to work on the ships. So doctors, when I applied, which was in 2021, but my process was quite longer than probably normal, because I started my plan, which was prior COVID-19, because that's when I started with, like, you know, without the agency, on my own, and decided that maybe it will be much better for me to get all those things before I can apply. And so when I started wanting to do ship medicine, I was working in anesthesia. So and I was working toward my diploma in anesthesia. Back in the days, they were taking doctors who have diplomas in anesthesia, but then when I applied, I was told that I need to get a diploma in emergency medicine. So that meant that I had to basically resign my post in anesthesia and go and actually work in an emergency department, so that I can get 6 months of emergency department experience and then be qualified to do the diploma in emergency medicine. So that was the plan. And then obviously COVID hit, and then a whole lot of things happened, and my diploma was delayed, and I had to wait for COVID to pass before I can do like the last bit of my diploma, which was the practical aspect. And then once I got my diploma, then everything started moving very quick, but not very quick, just quick enough, I guess, like the right pace, because I think you should give it at least 4 months for everything to fall into place. Because the first process would be, you would send out your CV to either of the agencies, and basically with your CV you'll attach your qualifications and things that they normally do look out for, and would be the courses. So if you have your ACLS, you have your BLS, you have your PALS, you have ATLS or ITLS. If you also, above and beyond, you have AMLS, why not like add it? If you've done an ECG, I almost said EKG. This is what happens when you're on an American boarded ship. If you have ECG courses that you've done, attach them. If you've done ultrasound, attach it if you've done it. Any other courses that would make your application more like weightier, then do that. And so then you attach all of those as part of your application. And if you've done something related to x-rays, do that also. And even better, if you are a specialist in the emergency department, then you definitely have a better run of actually being accepted. So depending on how many people are needed, depending on the times, it may affect how many people do have successful applications. So I think when just after COVID, there were people who were accepted without a diploma, and there were people who were accepted without quite a lot of the requirements that they may need now. So do not be surprised. That may just be the truth of the time that you are going through the process. So and then for experience purposes, what they would always want is someone who has done time in emergency department. So if you've done emergency medicine, you've worked in the casualty, and you've done either private or public, or even both, even because I was told I need to do both, so I ended up having to do both. And I did my public with ERC consult, my private with ERC consulting, and then public at the hospital that I was working. So basically, like, you try and do your best so that you tick all the boxes, and also it helps you for the experience, because for what you're going to be doing on board, you kind of need to have a little bit of emergency medicine background, and it gives you more confidence to be able to handle cases on board. And I think coming from South Africa, we do see quite a lot of things, so it gives you good experience and gives you more confidence on board. So those were the requirements, and then they would ask you like how many years you've been a doctor. Some companies will say something between 3 to 5 years being a doctor, because some people do get taken just immediately after ComServe, and some people, they do require maybe you have like at least 4 years being a doctor, in which they do count your internship, they do count your ComServe as basically because you were already working as a doctor. So most people that ask me either during their ComServe or they're doing their second year of internship. I've had a few medical students, so at least when you know that once you've qualified, at least you have the first 3 compulsory years that already add to your experience, and so that's a plus sign, I guess. And then let's see. So that will be basically the requirements for you to begin your application. So once you've started and you want to start the process, this will be the route for you to start. I will end this video here because I don't want it to be long, and I'll make other videos depending on what questions you guys have, and if you guys want me to elaborate on some stuff, if you want me to share a bit of my experience, then I will definitely do that. But hopefully this gives you a better understanding, and also gets you a little bit more excited to start the process. Yeah, guys.